Welcome to the Real Estate 401k Show. Here are your hosts, Ryan Gertis, Mike Weinstein, and Justin Frederick, helping you build a legacy of wealth through real estate. Powered by the Recon Group at West USA and the Frederick team with Fairway Mortgage. NMLS number 625918.
You ever see the movie The Three Amigos?
Absolutely.
They gave us one of the greatest words in the English language. El Guapo, or El Jefe, would you say I had a plethora of piñatas? I love the word plethora. So anytime I get to read a article that has the word plethora in the first sentence, you know it's going to be good. We're going to talk about why people move to Arizona. What states are people moving from to come to Arizona, and why? So just to throw out that word, the article starts, people move to Arizona for a plethora of reasons. And some of these big reasons, we'll talk about them, jobs, retirement, and family ties. But I've always wondered, like, where are we getting the majority? I take that back. I know where we're getting the majority. Yeah. We know that we're getting the majority of our transplants from the state of California, which I am born and raised in Southern California. So I understand the plight, and I understand the frustration, and I understand why they are moving here. So this study was a survey that took a look at migrant workers, meaning people moving here specifically for employment reasons between the years 2017 and 2021. So, yeah, I already spilled the beans, but 24% are from California, 7.1% from Washington, 5.7% from Texas, which kind of shocked me because I know a lot of Arizonans that moved to Texas. And then fourth in place was 5% from Colorado. So between 2007 and 2021, people moving here for employment reasons from California, 63,409, from Washington, 18,503, Texas, 14,976, Colorado, 13,035, and then from Illinois, 11,772, and then kind of at the bottom of the top 10 list is Utah, 6,923. Any of this surprise you or shock you?
No, actually, it's. I feel like it's right in line with what we see on the lending side of things. Yeah, we definitely see people from all these states, except for Utah. That one is a little surprising to me. In all of my career, I've only done one transfer from Utah to Arizona, but.
Why would somebody from Utah? You're by some of the greatest skiing, and those slopes are amazing.
You hate the snow.
You hate the snow? Okay.
I feel like that's the only reason why you would move here. I mean, property values are probably lower there.
I'm sure liquor stores closed down earlier.
They don't have as much liquor in their beer there.
All right, okay, there you go. That's
in their beer.
Okay, I'm in. I'm moving. Yeah. I'm moving to Arizona then.
But yeah, other ones don't surprise me at all. How about you?
No, what shocked me is I thought the numbers were a little lower than what I was expecting, and obviously we're not taking into account 22, 23, and I know, and we can't get confused in saying, oh, only 63,409 people moved here from California. This is just representing job transfers and things like that. So I felt like the numbers would be higher than this, but the percentage doesn't shock me, and it doesn't shock me that we don't have any states. Well, New York's on this list and Florida's on this list, but we don't have a lot of states representing the East Coast because you'll find a lot of people from the East Coast, especially the New England area, that northeastern part of the country, they're typically migrating down to places like Florida and again, get to the warmer weather.
Yeah, I definitely expected for 4 years, I thought this number was going to be in the millions, or at least 1 million people, not 261,000 for a total.
All right, so let's talk about the whys. We don't need to get into why people are moving from California as far as the politics and the taxes and how difficult it is to start a business, run a business. I have got some dear friends of mine from high school. They just, the pains and the struggles that they face in California and running a business is just cumbersome. And then I have friends that they just never could quite ever qualify for a home because property values appreciated are so fast, and they're so high in California that they're still renting units. And it's kind of like the frog in a pot of water. If you put a frog in a pot of water, lukewarm water, and then you turn up the heat, that frog has no idea that it's about to boil to death and will not hop out of the pot.
Yeah.
That's
wild.
That's for people who live in California. But let's talk about jobs. I think jobs is the key indicator. Every time I set up this Google alert, and every single day I'm getting articles about job creation and companies moving here. And really where I want to tie this all into, it's why we're going to get into some of the reasons why Arizona is not only such a great place to live, but a great place to invest. There is so much opportunity. We are the 5th largest metropolitan city in the nation, but yet our median and average home prices fail in comparison to the top 4 states. There's so much out there, but job creation, job growth is critical. And one of the things that we learned during COVID, Justin, was when you take a look at the major employment sectors here, we weathered the COVID storm very, very well because a lot of the major job sectors that we have here were able to survive COVID. They were necessary, employment outside of the service industry, which obviously took a dump.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem like we missed a step during COVID. Absolutely, things were shut down. But it didn't feel like we missed a step, really. Employment, weather, other than the long 5 months.
This was a rough summer. It was a rough summer, man. It was a rough summer.
Did we break a record?
We broke a record. I don't remember what that record was, but this was the first year that I actually lost trees.
Yeah,
there are neighborhoods that lost sorrel cactuses or cacti because they melted. It's a freaking cactus.
Right.
It's supposed to love the heat. It was that crazy. But right now we're enjoying incredible weather. We are in the golf season. Great place for retirement. It's a fantastic place for retirement. We have some incredible areas, whether it's Sun City Grand, Sun City West. My mom lives over in Pebble Creek. The difference I describe between, I know the difference. We're on video. They can see your mouth gestures.
I want them to see that.
Okay. People always go, well, what's the difference between Sun City and Pebble Creek? I think Sun City it's 55 and over, and Pebble Creek it's like 40 and over. Sun City is like being in the waiting room for heaven. Pebble Creek, wow. You're just in the parking lot. It's a fact.
I don't have anything to say to that.
Okay. So what's all right. So, I mean, it's a phenomenal retirement place. And what else the opportunity for retirees moving here? I don't know. I should probably keep track, but I work with a lot of retirees, not only to help them find their retirement home, but when we get into discussions about my role as a real estate wealth manager and building a legacy of wealth in real estate, if you're moving into Sun City, you're not looking to add 5 or 6 homes in the next 10 years to your real estate portfolio. A lot of that's just going to come down to legacy planning, and we have a great team around us that can help with that. But it's the conversations that I have with retirees about their kids and their grandkids. And when we start talking about our plan to buy 6 homes in 10 years, and we talk about our philosophies and our strategies when it comes down investing in real estate, a retiree will look at me and will say something like, "Well, Sonny, that ship has sailed. That's long past." But I want that for my kids, and I want that for my grandkids.
Of course. So you can move into Sun City now, right?
No, thank you.
Absolutely.
You're a rat bastard. that was 100% uncalled for
Listen,
and
listen.
inappropriate. Because I haven't thought in terms that, oh my gosh, it's right around the corner.
It's right around the corner.
What's the age for a senior discount? Is it 55 or 65?
I don't really know.
Okay, that's
I think it's 62.
I think
59.
dude. Oh man,
Let's look it up. Quentin, what's the number for senior discount?
I think it's going to just depend on the place. But anyway, so it's about legacy planning. It's about strategizing with family. There's nothing more that I love than working with the children and the grandchildren, because often grandma and grandpa or mom and dad who are retirees, we'll lament together, because I have a list of real estate mistakes that I've made. We'll lament together, and then we come up with a common goal. How do we help the younger generation in this family avoid those mistakes?
So 55 is the number. Now, just back on our topic here.
Are you going to be embarrassed, like in a couple of years, when we walk into a restaurant and I'm like, "Hey, do you guys
No,
offer a senior
absolutely
discount?"
not. I can't wait for you to do it. I want to be there for it, because I know you'll ask every time.
Yeah, I'm Jewish, of course.
But I think a big portion of these numbers is people following their parents out here. You know, their parents come out here, they retire, and then I think their kids come out and visit and see how wonderful it is in the spring and in the fall and the winter, and they decide they want to make a move out here. Plus, it helps that there's always jobs available out here, right?
Well, regardless of your reasoning and regardless of what your real estate needs are, if you are interested in learning more about the Arizona and transacting in the Arizona market, whether it's for you, a child, or a grandchild, we want you to go ahead and text the word Arizona to 623-AZ-RECON. That's Arizona to 623-AZ-RECON. There are some incredible opportunities. I get asked all the time, do you invest in other states? I have invested in other states, but the opportunities are still prime, and they're still ripe here to make money in real estate, Justin.
We see it every day. There's how many houses do we have on the market right now?
Oh,
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, when I looked it up today, it was around, and when I look it up, I look up single family homes active and coming soon in Maricopa County.
Perfect.
Because I don't want houses in Sedona and Flagstaff and Prescott put into that list. It was around $8,700 units.
Still, wow, that's still crazy low. So supply and demand. It's still a great time to buy. We don't have enough supply. Normal market, we should see 22,000 homes.
And the reason that people go, well, if supply is so low, how come things aren't going crazy? And it's because of the high interest rates, which to me is the opportunity. You know, we have a saying, lions eat, right? This is a time with higher interest rates right now. This is when lions eat. Lions are smart. They're cunning. They know how to attack. They know how to prey upon, whatever, and they know how to kill, and they know how to eat. And savvy investors that we work with, they are recognizing that and not letting that interest rate get in the way, because they realize the interest rate is just one of many of the numbers in the equation.
One of very many numbers. I mean, people would say, well, why? Why would you buy when the interest rate is high? Well, there's concessions being given. You're able to get them to reduce the price of the house if you have a savvy negotiator as your real estate wealth manager. There's a lot of opportunity out there. There's not as much competition. You can pick the areas you want to buy in, and you can accomplish your goals. I've seen a lot of the homes that, based on what I've seen, a lot of the homes that are the top home in the neighborhood, they've overdone it, and I feel like you're getting really good deals on those properties right now.
All right, if you'd like to learn more about the Arizona real estate market, our team of real estate wealth managers and Justin's team would be ecstatic to talk to you and help you build that strategy. All you got to do is text the word Arizona to 623-AZ-RECON. That's Arizona to 623-AZ-RECON. Where are you from, and when did you move to Arizona?
I'm from here.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, so you went to school in a different state.
I did. I went to school in a
and
different
did the whole
state.
rodeo thing.
No, I went and played football in Kansas and decided that.
All right, what's kept you here? What's your favorite part about Arizona and raising your family here in Arizona? Because like anyone else, you could have moved anywhere in the country and the world.
And I've worked in the northwestern part of the United States. I'd fly up there every week. I love the sunshine. I love being outside, enjoying the outside outdoors. I love golf. I love being able to drive an hour and a half away and feel like I'm in a completely different state by going up north. I love, we don't have a lot of wind here.
We don't.
Kansas was
No
so
earthquakes?
windy. No earthquakes. No tornadoes. No hurricanes. In the valley.
Every natural disaster here in Arizona, you can see it coming, and it's called heat.
Yeah.
You know it's coming.
You know it's coming. It's awful.
All right, take you back in time to when I moved out here to
Okay.
Arizona. I was 22, 23 years old. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm from Southern California. And so in Southern California, and I don't know whether it's still the same, but the carpool lanes have a solid line, and then they have dashed lines. And you cannot cross over a solid line to get out of the carpool lane. You always had to wait till you got into the dotted lines, right? Or the dashed lines. So I'm moving out here. I've got my car, my Dodge Colt E, and loaded. And I've driven out here from Southern California from college because I'm starting my first internship out here. So I'm driving from Chandler. And I get on I-10 somewhere west, and I get into the carpool lane.
And it's solid line all the time.
There are no brakes in the line. In Arizona, you can go in and out of the solid line. Dude, I freaked out. I stayed on that thing for miles and
Past your
miles
exit?
and miles. No, because I was going to Chandler because at one point, truth be told, in California, I don't really care. I cross over the solid line anyways. But I'm like, this is a
different state.
different state. I couldn't figure out how to get out. And then this one day I'm on the I-10. This is when I knew I was going to love this town. I'm speeding, right? This highway patrol comes, pulls right up next to me. I'm on the freeway. Doesn't even have a light on. He's got like a piece of paper, like a sign, and it just said slow down.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a good guy.
All right, but what I love about Arizona is the opportunity.
Yeah.
I was able to buy my first home. I'd mentioned I've got friends in high school that still rent because they can't afford it. And I have a very healthy real estate portfolio because I was in a place that provided me the necessary income, but provided me an opportunities on homes at a very reasonable and favorable price point. And I'm still investing today, and I'm still buying today because I believe those opportunities are still there. We'd love to help you explore those opportunities. Whether you're a first-time home buyer getting ready to start building your real estate portfolio, a savvy investor, someone looking to move from a different part of the country, we'd like to have a conversation with you, introduce you to our team of real estate wealth managers, introduce you to my partner, Justin, from the Frederick team at Fairway Independent Mortgage. All you got to do is text the word Arizona to 623-AZ-RECON. That's Arizona to 623-AZ-RECON.
Thank you for joining us on the Real Estate 401k Show. If you want more information on how to build wealth, click on the link or text us at 623-297-3266. That's 623-AZ-RECON.